Hey there. Good morning. Welcome to Ridgehaven Life. My name is Ian, and while these guys are munching away in the background, I thought this would be a good opportunity to give an update, a midsummer update on what's going on in the greenhouses. So let's go take a look. Okay, so I'm here in the nursery greenhouse, and you can see the squash. Yellow crookneck squash continues to do really well. The beans, I'm having some struggle with beans. I'm trying some different things, but hopefully can get more beans to crawl up this pyramid structure. So I've got one or two vines that have made it up and started producing, but for the most part, the beans have really struggled this season. Next up, here's a watermelon that has really struggled. There's another watermelon down about 15 feet, and they both have struggled. I think it was because I got them in a single package and then split them when planting them, and I think that just didn't do so well. So they're a bit stunted. I fertilized them a couple times, but they don't seem to be wanting to take off. But that's all right. Got some Cinderella pumpkins that are forming. The nasturtiums are still hanging on, even though this isn't really the season for them. Snapdragons are perennial, as I've learned, and just absolutely love it here. I got some beans that hopefully will start taking off and grow up this tripod. These 4 tripods, ideally I'd like to have beans covering them, but we'll see how successful or unsuccessful that is. Got a volunteer tomato plant that's starting to produce some fruit here. They're looking pretty good. There's another bean right there that I'm hoping can take off. Got another pumpkin plant, so got a nice one there, and that pumpkin through there is a pretty good size. Some onion flowers that I'm hoping will just seed, and I'll be able to have onions volunteering here on an ongoing basis. That would be pretty cool. Another volunteer tomato plant. Seems to be liking it there. Most of this barren area was garlic that I harvested a couple of weeks ago, and again, more of the beans that have been struggling. But I'm hoping, say with these newer ones that I'm planted, I can get them to take off. Moving on to the tomato greenhouse. So in this area here where I cleared out the mint, and I'm just monitoring it to see what pieces of mint were left in the ground are going to pop up. Mint being very invasive. If you leave just a little piece in the ground, that'll take off. But as I'm waiting for the leftover mint to pop up so I can dig it out, the mullein has moved in and is doing really, really well. Never seen mullein be so happy. These leaves are just incredibly huge. So they're loving it here. Not sure if I'm taking a risk by letting the mullein grow wild here, but we'll see. And the borage as well is taken off. Mullein and borage are annuals; they're not perennials. So letting them grow wild is seems like something I can manage if it gets too out of hand. So got a little bumblebee enjoying the borage right now. Okay, moving on. Got a volunteer tomato plant. They're looking like they might be yellow pear. That would be awesome. That's my favorite tomato. but we'll see how those ripen. This is where melon had rotted out last year, and so got a whole batch of volunteer lemon plants right here that I'll need to thin out because there's quite a cluster going on right now. So this is another area that was cleared out of mint and lemon balm. Lemon balm also very invasive, just like mint. So needing to clear that out as I see little pieces pop up. So hopefully be able to manage that. Here are some beans that I'm hoping will thrive and take over this archway here. And I got some forage popping up. Some echinacea, absolutely beautiful. So that's echinacea here and back there. Just beautiful, beautiful flowers, and the bees just absolutely love them. So got some foxgloves. Not looking too great right now, but just absolutely love foxgloves as a flower, and they've seeded themselves. So these are all just volunteers that hopefully will just keep coming back over time. So, but get a nice view of the foxgloves in bloom. So I've got another little echinacea right there. I need to help that plant out. This area here is where I had yarrow, and by the looks of it, I still have it, even though I took it out. So here is evidence of the yarrow still coming back. It's pretty invasive, as I'm learning, and just like mint and lemon balm, if you leave a little piece of root in the ground, it'll come back and take off. So this whole area right here is just yarrow that's popped up. So we'll need to clear that out. And then making it to the end of the raised bed here, got two shishito pepper plants, and had a first harvest yesterday of the shishito. See ones that I left on there. And from the harvest yesterday, some were very hot and some were not at all, as is the nature of shishito. And then they're keeping company with another volunteer tomato, which is looking pretty good. And I'm not sure of what variety that is, but look forward to trying it out. Moving on to the other raised bed in the tomato greenhouse, and this is where I actually plant the tomatoes. All the other ones that we've seen so far have been volunteers. So I recently cleared out a whole lot of dill. There's some remnants of dill, as well as borage. There's a little borage that I left behind. But got some black cherry tomatoes here. They're looking pretty good. And some basil. Basil is a great companion plant for tomatoes, but I think in the greenhouses here it might be just a bit too warm because they bolt pretty fast. And when they bolt like this, when they go to flower, the leaves just don't have the same flavor. So try to take off the flowers, and we'll see. But it smells good regardless. Here is some big rainbow tomatoes. This is an heirloom. And some dill stalks, sun sugar tomatoes, more dill. And now we get to the cherry tomato factory that's going on. You can see all the orange from this jumbled mess of tomatoes. I don't manage the tomato plants too much kind of strike a balance between pruning and guiding them up up this twine that's hanging from the top of the greenhouse. And but I'll leave most of the suckers on, and I'll trim the leaves. I did a good trimming yesterday. So, but otherwise, just kind of let them do their thing. Tomatoes are a vine, so they do like to grow out, and here you can see that's just one plant and all the different branches that go out if you let it. So, got some volunteer sunflowers. Absolutely love sunflowers. And more of the jumbled mess of cherry tomatoes. Each day right now I'm able to come out both morning and afternoon and get a nice harvest of tomatoes. Pretty awesome. All right, making our way to the citrus greenhouse. Had some developments in these raised beds. I did a video specifically for what's going on in these raised beds with the zucchini and the chamomile and the blueberries that are competing / complementing each other. Yeah, we'll see how well they can coexist. This area at the end here, I planted some sunchokes there. I had a volunteer snow pea pop up there, which I took out recently and replaced it with some sunchokes. So yeah, you can see the zucchini continues to do very well and sprawl out, and getting some really nice fruit developing, and going all the way, sprawling all the way back here to keep company with the orange trees. Not much exciting happening here, but getting some fruit developed. I don't know if they'll actually mature and ripen. I don't think so. It takes orange trees a few years to get established. So hopefully they can keep going. This raised bed here, I cleared out borage and dill, and in these empty spaces I planted sunchokes as well. But in the meantime, it is the zinnia show. So wonderful display of zinnias. I really like it here. Moving on to the green stalks. The bush beans are doing really well. Got a whole lot of them taken off. They're keeping company with the strawberries that are also doing really well. All right, so that's about going to wrap it up for this quick tour of the greenhouses and all the developments that are happening in the summertime when things develop very quickly in the heat. So okay, well, thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future, and leave some feedback down below in the comments section on things you'd like to see in future videos. All right, thanks so much again for watching. Take it easy and take care.